Hi everyone, welcome back to Active USA Ride Waves, your go-to place for everything motorcycle essay where performance meets passion. If you're into adrenaline, speed, precision engineering, and cutting-edge design, you're absolutely going to want to stick around for today's video because we are diving deep into the 2025 Suzuki GSX-R1000R. Yes, you heard that right, the 2025 GSX-R1000R is here, and it's ready to once again take its place at the front of the pack. Suzuki has done something special this year. We're talking about a leader-class superbike with track-borne DNA, cutting-edge electronics, and that unmistakable Suzuki racing spirit, all packed into a machine that looks just as aggressive as it rides. Let's kick things off by talking about what really matters, the heart of the beast. The 2025 GSX-R1000R is powered by a 999.8cc inline-4 engine, derived from Suzuki's MotoGP technology. Now, this isn't just any 1000cc engine, it's got Suzuki Racing variable valve timing, senior VVT, titanium valves, ride-by-wire throttle control, and a truly responsive power band. The result, a superbike that produces approximately 202 horsepower at 13,200 revolutions per minute and around 86 pounds-feet of torque at 10,800 revolutions per minute. This bike is built to scream on the track, but it's also civil enough for spirited canyon rides or weekend joyrides. The throttle response is so immediate and linear, and you feel in control whether you're attacking corners or hitting that straight-line acceleration. Now, when we're talking about the GSX-R1000R, we can't ignore the electronics package. This is where Suzuki has really stepped up their game in 2025. You get a 6-axis AMU-based advanced ride system that manages traction control, launch control, and a cornering ABS system. The traction control system has 10 mod SAS, 10 exclamation mark A, so you can dial it in for everything from wet roads to full race settings. Launch control, absolutely. Whether you're hitting the drag strip or just want to feel like a pro when the light turns green, launch control has your back. One of the biggest upgrades this year is the updated quick shifter. The bi-directional quick shift system is buttery smooth and allows for seamless upshifts and downshifts without using the clutch. That means faster corner entries, more confident exits, and less fatigue on long rides. You know what that means, some more fun, less fuss. Suzuki also upgraded the ride ergonomics slightly for 2025. The seat has better padding, the tank shape allows for better knee grip, and the foot peg placement gives you a slightly more aggressive yet comfortable stance. It's still a race machine at heart, but you won't need a chiropractor after a long day on it. Suspension on the GSX-R1000R continues to be handled by top-tier Showa balance-free forks up front and a Showa balance-free rear cushion, BFRC light, at the back. This setup is exceptional. The feedback you get is precise, and the damping is consistent even when you're pushing hard. Whether you're riding through high-speed sweepers or hitting tight chicanes, this suspension makes sure the tires stay planted, the chassis stays stable, and you stay smiling. The frame itself is compact and lightweight, using an aluminum twin spar construction. Weight reduction has been a quiet priority this year, and Suzuki shaved off a few pounds thanks to a revised subframe and lighter materials in several areas. The result is a curb weight of about 445 pounds, making it one of the lighter bikes in the leader-class superbike segment. Combine that with the engine performance and electronics, and you've got a bike that dances through corners with incredible precision. Now let's talk about braking. You're looking at Brembo 4-piston monoblock calipers up front, gripping dual 320mm discs, and a Nissan single-piston rear caliper on a 220mm disc. The braking power is phenomenal, and it works in harmony with the cornering ABS system to ensure that you're in full control no matter what the situation is. Whether you're trail braking into a corner or grabbing a handful in a panic stop, the GSX-R1000R delivers confidence and consistency. Let's take a moment to appreciate the aesthetics. The 2025 GSX-R1000R looks absolutely stunning. Suzuki has gone for a refined yet aggressive design this year. You'll see aerodynamic winglets subtly integrated into the fairing design, not overdone. but just enough to add downforce at higher speeds. The LED lighting system is all new, with a sleeker front headlamp design and integrated turn signals that make the bike look ultra-modern. Color options for this year include the classic Triton Blue with the red Suzuki race lettering, a matte black stealth version, and a new pearl white with blue accents that gives the bike a clean, sophisticated look. All of them look amazing, but the race blue one, that's a real head-turner. The TFT display on the 2025 model is also new. It's a full-color screen with intuitive controls and layout. You can easily toggle between riding modes, adjust your electronic settings, and get real-time feedback on lean angle, brake pressure, gear position, and more. And the best part? It's super easy to read even in bright sunlight. And for those of you who like taking your bikes to the track, the GSX-R1000R comes with a built-in lap timer, auto blipper, and even a pit lane speed limiter. It's all there, straight from the factory. Suzuki knows what riders want, and they've delivered a bike that's track-ready right off the showroom floor. Let's not forget the exhaust system. It's still the same twin-pipe design, but it's been tuned for better mid-range performance and a throatier growl. At idle, it purrs like a beast holding back. Twist the throttle, and it unleashes a roar that'll send shivers down your spine. It's aggressive without being obnoxious, and it lets the engine breathe while meeting emission standards. Fuel economy? Well, let's be honest, you're not buying a GSX-R1000R for fuel savings. But for what it is, the bike is actually fairly efficient. Expect around 35–40 miles per gallon depending on how heavy your right wrist is. The fuel tank holds 4.2 gallons, so you're getting decent range even for weekend road trips or long twisty rides through the mountains. Now, pricing. What everyone wants to know. As of spring 2025, the base MSRP of the GSX-R1000R is $19,299. That's pretty competitive when you stack it up against other leader bikes like the Yamaha R1M, Honda CBR1000R RRSP, or the BMW S1000R. For that price, you're getting a hell of a lot of bike. You get MotoGP-derived tech, premium components, and one of the most legendary nameplates in motorcycle history. If you're shopping for a leader-class sport bike in 2025 and you want something that's got pedigree, performance, and price all working in harmony, the GSX-R1000R is an absolute contender. It doesn't just check the boxes, it crushes them. And you know what I love most about this bike? It's approachable. Unlike some hyper-aggressive machines that feel like you are wrestling a wild animal, the GSX-R1000R lets you build confidence as a rider. It adapts to you. Want to ride it mellow? No problem. Want to carve up a canyon? Let's go. Want to take it to the track and put in some serious laps? This bike says, bring it on. Also, there's something about Suzuki's design philosophy that keeps this bike feeling raw and real. It doesn't feel overly filtered by electronics. Yes, the systems are there to assist you, but they don't take away the mechanical, visceral nature of riding. That connection between rider and machine is something you can't quantify, but you absolutely feel it when you're on this bike. You might be wondering how it stacks up against the competition in real-world riding. Compared to the 2025 BMW S1000R, the Suzuki feels a bit more organic. The BMW is loaded with tech, sure, but sometimes it feels like it's doing too much for you. The GSX-R, it still asks you to be part of the equation, and that makes every ride more rewarding. Against the Honda CBR1000R RRSP, the Suzuki gives you very similar performance for thousands less. It might not have the prestige or exclusivity of a Ducati Panigale V4, but it's also not nearly as high maintenance, and for most riders, it's a lot more forgiving and easier to live with. One thing to note is that Suzuki offers an optional track package through dealers that adds upgraded rear sets, frame sliders, lever guards, and even race EQ tuning. If you're planning on racing or doing frequent track days, that's something to consider. But even in stock form, this bike is an apex predator. Another great feature is that Suzuki backs this bike with a solid 12-month unlimited mileage warranty. and optional extended coverage. That's some added peace of mind right there. Now for some real talk, this bike isn't for everyone. If you're a brand new rider, the GSX-R1000R is probably too much bike. Leader class machines are unforgiving if you are not experienced. But if you've got a few years under your belt and you're looking for that next level machine that blends raw speed with refinement, this is your rocket ship. The GSX-R lineage has always been about performance first. Since the original 1985 GSX-R750 changed the game, Suzuki has been pushing the limits of what a sport bike can do, and the 2025 GSX-R1000R is a perfect evolution of that DNA. It's modern, aggressive, powerful, and just plain fun. And here's the best part: this bike is made to be ridden, not just looked at, not just parked in a garage or shown off at a bike night. This is a rider's bike. It wants to be leaned, revved, pushed, and enjoyed. And once you get on it, I promise you'll never want to get off. If you're in the market, make sure you test ride one. Feel that throttle response. Lean into a corner. Experience the way the electronics and chassis work together to give you total control. Because once you do, you'll understand why the GSX-R1000R continues to be one of the most beloved superbikes in the world. That wraps up today's deep dive into the 2025 Suzuki GSX-R1000R. I hope this gave you a full sense of what this bike is all about. Fast, sharp, refined, and still wild at heart. It's a pure rider's machine with legendary roots and modern tech. Suzuki has delivered once again, and I think this bike deserves your attention if you're even thinking about a liter class rocket. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Active USA Ride Waves, and drop a comment down below letting me know what you think of the new GSX-R1000R. Are you planning to ride one? Have you owned a previous GSX-R? I want to hear your stories.